Hey, welcome back. I'm making a quick video on FreeChex gas check makers. Basically what I did is I made a top die and a bottom shell holder to hold it in place to use it on your reloading presses. Some people use arbors to use it. I did this so I don't have it falling all over the place. I got a holder, lower shell holder. Made it just like a regular shell holder with modifications. I machined it out, recessed. I don't know if you can see it there in the camera, but it's recessed so it holds the bottom die, the top die. Screw this out quick to show you. Basically I machined it out, threaded it, drilled a hole in the center and recessed the bottom. The recess is to hold the top part of the die in place. It's just machined and threaded, just knurled the top part a little bit and then machined a hole. Basically all that hole is just in case I don't empty this right away and a couple happen to come up, it has a place for it to go. So basically what I do is to screw this down, not quite all the way yet, so I can get the FreeChex in there. Then I screw it down so it just pushes down on the die, but it's not pushing down where you can't get your material in there. And then basically the ram is going to push up and shear. What I'm using is aluminum right now. Go on their website, check out the specs on thickness on aluminum or other metals to use. He'll have all that stuff. The only thing I do is with aluminum, I take a soldering torch and I actually heat the aluminum, just kind of anneals a little bit. It allows it to form the full gas check without actually ripping around the edges, like right in this area. Sometimes they'll actually rip it when it rolls around the edge if it's kind of hard. So basically all you gotta do is put it in here and just run them up. Now this press isn't the press I'm going to normally be using it for. I'm looking for an old press that doesn't have the front support arm here, kind of like the C&H models, some of the other models that aren't around anymore. But I'm just using this press for example, just to show you the pieces I made to be able to hold it, use it in your regular press without using an arbor press. This is just ideas to give you. Of course I can't come up with all the best ideas. I can show you what I came up with and you can always improve from there. If you want any specs on any of the stuff I made, like size wise, stuff like that, just leave me a message and I will get that to you. If you have access to any machining equipment. There's the last one there. Like I said, as you can see, that's why I want one without that bar. It makes it easier. Plus then I can have a handle bent any way that I want. So I just unscrew that a little bit. You pull that out. You dump them out. Here's a good example. Here's one that I was telling you about. If the material is kind of hard, it shears it. It's kind of like opens it like a can top. That's what happens on a couple of them if the metal is not annealed. That's at least what I've come across with aluminum. Now I haven't used brass or any copper at all, so those are things to look for. It's pretty simple design. So if you have either access to a mill, or actually not really so much a mill, but you're going to need a lathe. If you have access to a lathe, either industrial or small, I guess they would consider a hobbyist type lathe, you don't need much to do it. It's pretty simple to machine out, and a simple method. You don't have to buy an arbor press this way. You can use your regular reloading press to do it. But like I said, go on FreeChex website. It's a good gas check maker. I recommend them. Use their site for recommendations on material thickness, and that's about all. Thanks for watching, and just follow up on the other videos I had posted on the bullet feeders. I had a few people asking why I don't use the clear acrylic tubing, stuff like that. I just don't use it by personal choice because I was able to make the other ones really cheap. Acrylic tubing is a good idea. You can use it. It's definitely a lot more expensive. Make sure if you buy acrylic tubing, I'd make sure you got a decent thickness wall. One guy sent me a link to one and asked me if this would work, and the wall thickness was like a 32nd thickness, which I think might be a little too thin. I think you're gonna end up having problems with that tube and breaking on you, especially when you're putting that much weight in there. I would look for something a little bit thicker. One guy asked me there's no way I could run 9mm through there. So back to that went into a spam thing. Yes, you can run 9mm because I run on that progressive press nothing but 9, 40 Smith & Wesson, and 45 ACP. That's all I use that press for. So I know I can run 9 because I do it. To leave a comment say you can't do it is kind of a stupid comment when that's what I run on there. If they want the proof, I can always make a video. I can run a bunch of them, show you that 9s can be ran on there with the bullet feeder. But anyways, if you have any comments, questions, or anything like that, feel free to leave them. Thanks for watching.